Do you know what a carbon footprint is?
Yes.
Do you know what a carbon footprint is?
Uh-uh.
Carbon footprint is.
Sort of.
Do you know how your daily life affects the environment?
No.
Do you know how your daily life affects the environment?
Nope.
Do you know how your daily life affects the environment?
Yes.
What is one thing you do every day?
I wash
What
my
is
hands.
one thing you do every day?
Every morning I blow dry my hair before I get to school.
What is one thing you do every day?
Brush my
What is
teeth.
one thing you do every day? Every day.
Brush my teeth.
Do you consider this harmful to the environment? Do you consider
No.
this harmful to the environment? Do you
No.
consider this harmful to the environment? Do you consider this harmful to the environment?
No, because I turn the water off while I'm brushing my teeth. Hi, my name is Serena, and have you ever wondered how you affected the environment with the resources you use? Well, the carbon footprint is defined as the total amount of gases used directly and indirectly. The carbon footprint is used globally, from Africa to America. Some of the gases that are used are electricity. Now, with electricity, fossil fuels are the biggest factor concerning this topic. Of course, we need ways to produce electricity, and the main way is with coal. And the least concerning factor is nuclear generation. There are plenty of other ways that generate electricity, such as gas, biomass, PV and marine, wind, and like we reviewed, water. We can reduce future carbon footprint if high CO2 life cycles are fueled by low carbon energy sources. It takes a lot of CO2 just to produce energy. Food. Did you know food is one of the top emissions in the carbon footprint? With food also comes transportation. Food produces about 8 tons of emissions in your household, and that's about 17% of your total carbon footprint. Worldwide farming and food production counts as half of all man-made emissions.
Where'd the box go?
Water. The power used to supply, treat, and use water affects our carbon footprint. The average American uses 176 gallons of water a day. That is 3.9 trillion gallons per month for all of the United States. Water runoff creates washouts and soil erosions, which is harmful to our environment. Water pollution affects our carbon footprint as well. So maybe next time you're using water, use as little as possible so our carbon footprint does not suffer. Transportation! Remember the definition of the carbon footprint? Well, it's CO2 being released into the atmosphere and being trapped. It is caused by everything you do. The second main reason why people produce so much CO2 next to electricity is by transportation. The burning of fossil fuels gets released and builds up on the greenhouse gases. 27% of U.S. emissions are from transportation alone. Do you think there is a way to reduce our carbon footprint? Well, there is, and I will give you some time to think about it. Ready, set, go. Well, one of you probably got it. It's recycling. Yes. This is a good factor that plays in our carbon footprint. Just think about it. Everything we use, such as a can or a sheet of paper, requires energy to make. Where do we get this energy to make them? By burning fossil fuels, of course. But with recycling, you can reduce your carbon footprint. Instead of throwing away perishables, give them to the soil in which your plants grow. I'm sure they'll love it. So let's review everything we've learned. So now that we taught you about the carbon footprint, let us review on what you've learned.
How can you change your ways to be more beneficial to the environment?
I cannot leave the water running while I scrub my hands.
How can you change your ways to be more beneficial to the environment?
I could let my hair air dry instead of blow drying it every day.
How can you change your ways to be more beneficial to the environment?
I can turn off the water while I'm brushing my teeth.
How can you change your ways to be more beneficial to the environment?
I could not use the bathroom. cold in my pee.
What is one thing you do every day? What is
I
one thing you
cannot.
do every day.
Every morning, I cut down 6 trees in my backyard because it's a forest.